What's good, guys? How is y'all doing today? Bless y'all for tuning in. So this video, I'm going to go straight to the point. This video is about trading losses. There's a lot I want to say about trading losses, and believe me, you want to watch this video to the end. As far as you're a trader, whether you're a beginning trader or you've been trading or you're a veteran, you want to watch this video to the end because there's one or two you can pick from this video and you can also relate to this video. So let's start by watching this clip about Umar Ashraf. This clip is from a podcast. I'm going to link the podcast down below. You can go and watch it after you watch the clip if you're interested. This clip is going to help me kickstart the points, so y'all are going to understand where I'm coming from. So let's watch this clip.
Year after year after year, I've had periods where every trade I've taken for like 2 months, I kid you not, every single trade was red.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I should have just taken opposite trades, right? So those reps build up, and once those reps build up of the bad stuff too, you start building this like level of confidence, and that level of confidence I think does take, well, for me it took 7-8 years. I don't know how long it would take someone else. But early.
Now in this clip is Umar Ashraf talking about sometimes he goes for 2 months in a row, back-to-back losses. Every trade he takes is red. Mind you, Umar Ashraf is a scalper. You understand? He's a day trader. He's not a swing trader. So imagine a day trader going for losses every trade he takes. Not saying he trades every day, but you get the point. And also, Umar Ashraf is a trader that have made at least $20 million from trading the markets. He has been trading for more than 10 years, made more than $20 million from the markets. He's a verified trader. So he's not just one of those traders that come online and talk about profit that you cannot verify, or you're not sure if they make money or they don't make money, just claim they do. He's a verified trader. But this is a trader, a verified trader that have made this much, coming telling you that there are 2 months in his trading. Not when he was unprofitable, but when he's profitable, he goes for back-to-back losses for 2 months straight. And honestly, I relate to this video a lot. Why? Because right now in my trading, for the past, I've had this clip in my phone for like 2 or 3 months now. Right now in my trading for the past 4 months, I've been going through back-to-back losses. 1 wins in between losses. You get, I have backtested. I have gone through my journal because I have a journal where I've documented about 170 something trades. Gone through my journal, checked a lot of data from my journal, done everything humanly possible to go back to the winning stage. But it didn't work. Came back, took losses every time. 10 losses in a row, 1 win, 5 losses. You understand? Now, and one thing with my own trading in particular is that I document each and every trade I take online. So imagine what I am going through, like traders coming and telling me things like your strategy is whack, this boy you don't trade, this guy you don't this. By the way, I am a profitable trader. Why do I say so? Because I have watched myself go from trying to pass prop firms to passing prop firms and making money from prop firms. I started making consistent profit month after month. Not saying there's not losing months in between, but I started making profit, or I started becoming profitable from October 2023. The whole of 2024 was me being profitable up until March of 2025. Almost 2 years straight up. Now, there are some losing months in between. So, but I came into this particular April, May, June, July, August, 5 months that have been losses back to back. This is my first time that I'm experiencing this kind of thing since I became profitable. I've been trading for about 5 years plus now, almost 6 years. February next year is going to make it 6 years since I started trading forex. You understand? And this is the kind of experience I have. Now, one thing I'm going to say is this. I really applaud myself. Why? Because regardless of all these losses or the losing time I have been, because I believe it has stopped. You get, You can't just carry. In fact, I'm going to talk about the psychological part, but let me talk about like why I applaud myself is because I have come back every day and followed my rules. And if you think I'm lying, go and watch my YouTube videos. I post my videos every Saturday. I document my traits and everything. Go and watch my videos and tell me if I'm lying. I've come back here, followed my strategy, followed my rules. That is one thing I applaud myself. And I applaud myself because of this one statement. Traders, a good trader is not known by winning trades. It's really not known by winning trades. It's known by when you're taking losses. What did he do to you? Did it break you or make you? You understand? That is just the point. So that's why I applaud myself, because I took these losses, and I was still able to come back to the market, risk a particular amount, don't sabotage my account, and I still kept going. A strong psychology. You understand? It's not like I was not weak, but I didn't feel pain. I felt a lot of this pain, but I still kept strong. That's just the point. Now, I asked myself for these past few months, why did I take these losses? Now, a lot of things happen in my life that I wouldn't want to put on the camera. No need for that. But it was not just market condition, also, it was trading psychology. You get? It was like the psychology part of things. You know, there's this thing about trading. There's this thing about trading called streak. You can enter a winning streak, you can enter a losing streak too. And there's one thing about this losing streak that people don't pay attention to it. There's psychological implication to losing streaks, and there's also psychological implication to winning streaks. You ask yourself, when it's time to win. Beginning of this year, I started by winning 8 trades in a row. I was on a run. Every trade I entered was win. Even if I took 2 trades in a day, it was wins. But along the year, I started taking losses. Now, there's the same thing with losing streak. In your mind, get me, if you think I'm lying, reassess every time you took winning streaks and you also went through losing streaks. In your mind, there was this flow that the next trade you're going to take is a loss. Like you built a belief system, a strong connection with losses. Very, very strong connection with losses that you go through your next trade, you take a loss. Most times, it even makes you to break a rule. You go through it, you take this loss. So there's a psychological implication to it. That's one thing you should know. Never lose guard it. And one good way to come out from this streak or from this flow of losses is by taking a break. Take a break, remove your mind from trading, free your mind. Only think about the positive anytime you think about trading. You find out that when you come back to the market, you come back with mix of wins and losses. Taking a break is very important in that stage. That is what I found out for myself, and I know it's going to work for you too. So now let's go back to like the point of the video, losses in a row. You know, I went and watched all my videos, like all my documentary videos, and that was the first time I ever did it. I observed something about my trading. I observed that throughout the times I've gone through winning streaks and gone through losing streaks. By the way, I've documented my trades for almost 3 years now. I started documenting since 2023. I was sitting at 2025. So it's been 2023 July till now, and it's about 2 years plus. You get? So I watched from the beginning, from the first video I documented on 2023 19th, on I think July 19th. I watched from there up until now, and I observed something about my trend. I observed that I've gone through winning streaks, I've gone through losing streaks. I even observed this. This was a shocking thing again, that the losing streak I went through this period that broke me down. You understand? Or like that made me, because it really, really touched me. Like this losing streak got to me. It really got to me, to be very honest. The losing streak I had now was not up to the one I had last year, the beginning of 2024. It was not closely. Like I had 12 losses in a row, 1 win, and another like 12 losses in a row. You get what I'm saying? I went and observed, and I was shocked myself. But I still came out from these losses in a row. So another thing I observe is that I have not traded, like followed a particular trading plan / system for 12 months in a row. I have not. I kept changing and tweaking every time losses came. The only time I changed was when there was losses. Is that not crazy? Like I watched those videos, and I was really, really grateful to myself that I documented these videos. To be very honest, I have a journal where I've documented all these trades, but it's nothing compared to those videos. It didn't come close. I have gone through those journals over and over again, that journal over and over again, but it is nothing compared to how I felt or what occurred to me when I was watching those videos. I realized that the only time I went and did something about my strategy. Now, what I trade is very simple. I trade the London break, comebacks for supply and demand, and I take a trade. Comebacks for supply or demand, I take a trade. You understand? I've always traded the London break. I have not changed it from the London break, but I've changed it from things like break. You understand? Closing above London break, setting my order on the London break, and if it comes back to tap me in, I just join the trend and continue going. So I have tweak around, and what I observe is that the only time I go to tweak is when there's losses. Some of you might say, okay, that's fine. Of course, you should try to get better with your trades. But the truth is, there's a psychological error there that you only go to change your trading when you start seeing losses. This thing is what has been happening in my trading from the beginning. The problem with trading is losses. Talk less of losses in a row. Immediately traders go through losses. They are like they are ahead. Everything they have built, everything they say they were going to follow, they can't do it anymore. They go ahead to start tweaking or changing the variables that they have created in the past or the rules they have created in the past. And this video is just to remind you that, see, yes, your losses might be an error in your edge or your trading strategy, but your trading strategy, that trading strategy you're using is enough to make money in trading. If you're not making money with the strategy you're using, it's not because the strategy is not profitable. It is because you as a trader, you do not have the psychological capacity to follow rules or to stick to a plan. And that is what you should work on, not going to change the strategy. Now, immediately you can stick to a rule. Then you can go about trying to say, okay, my strategy has a 30% win rate now. What can I do to improve it to 40, 50, 60? This is very important news. Now back to what I was saying about my videos. I observed that I have been changing. Now, I might have not changed a full strategy, but I've tweaked something about the strategy, which is a good thing, like I said. But the truth is, in the process of thinking, my strategy is not good enough for me to make profit. It's an error in trading. You have to have a lot of confidence in your strategy, believe in it like crazy. This belief or this confidence is what is going to help you to make profit from this market. Because if you believe in your system deeply, you are not about to change anything or break this system. A strong belief is needed. So because of this reason here, me myself, I have come to a conclusion. The way I am trading now, I'll put a video up about my trading strategy. I'm doing this because, I'll put a video up about my trading strategy and the way I'm trading, everything, so that you people are going to hold me accountable too. I am not changing anything for the next 365 days from when I put that video up. From when I put that video up, I wouldn't change anything for the next 365 days. If the strategy does not work, if I don't make money from trading, no problem. But up to the next 365 days, there will not be changes in that. I wouldn't move a pin from that strategy. I come back every time and place a trade based on that trading edge. That is what I'm going to do for myself. And you to check yourself and ask yourself how often you change your strategy, and when you do, you'll find out that it's always about around losses. It's not bad to change around losses, not like you get, but the truth is, it is not only about losses you should change your trading strategy. Your trading strategy should be changed when you have accumulated data and be like, okay, I think I should change this about my trading because this is not working for me. So very, very important. So me myself, this is what I'm going to be doing. So I will make this type of videos again, like just sit, talk to the camera, try to come up with like ideas, you understand, or try to pass like a message or what I'm thinking about trading. You understand me? But please, trading is a very serious business. Keep it at the back of your mind that what we are doing is technical analysis. There's nothing we know more than technical analysis. We're using past data to analyze the future. It is under probability and uncertainty. No strategy is a 100% win rate. It is not possible. And also understand that trading is not really a business to make 100% return every day or 200%. It is not about flipping. You get? It is about making consistent income every day. If you are able to make 1% a month, you have made money more than 99% of traders every month. Why? Because 99% of traders lose money. That is just the truth. 1% a month puts you ahead of 99% of traders. Yeah, there is this 1% of traders that make millions of dollars per trade. Doesn't mean you that made 1% have not made profit. You understand? Yes, it's not a competition with 99% of traders, but I'm just trying to tell you that there's no need to feel bad that you're not making enough. It is also a competition with yourself. You understand? So understand that making 1% now means there was a time when you were not making 1%. You were losing. Now you're able to come up with 1%. And if 1% is not enough, it's not because 1% is not profit or 1% is not worth making, but it's because the capital you're using is small. It makes 1% not enough. If you trade a $1,000 account, 1% is $10. But if you trade a 100K account, 1% becomes 1K. If you trade a $1 million account, 1% becomes 10K. Now, depending on your lifestyle and what you do with money, how you manage your money, any of this money might matter to you, or mean a lot to you, or mean nothing to you. It's a difference in personality, difference in humans. I make this type of videos again. I want to sit in front of the camera and talk like this time to time. You understand? There's a lot of message to pass. So bless you all for listening to this video. Losses are part of the game. Subscribe and like. I'll catch you guys in the next one.